Okay, I want to talk about architecture notes for making a game in Godot and how to do it in a way where your code isn't going to turn into a piece of shit of spaghetti code. So this is what we were just doing, and now this is what we're doing on Twitch, and this is what we're doing on YouTube to just summarize what we've been up to. So first of all, let's go down to our bottom monitor and let's actually run the project to show you what we have currently. So we got our little businessman Dan, and when it hits one of these geeses, the game resets, and you go back up to the top. We still need to get rid of all the geese when you hit one, right, to kind of completely reset the game. So the reset functionality isn't completely done, and this code is a fucking disaster. This code is a fucking disaster, and I want to show you how I plan on doing it better the next time, and this is very much for me as well. So first of all, this compartmentalization seems like a good idea, right? Node configuration code, node cloud code, node bird code, node spawner code, node Dan code, right? All these different files that manage code for different aspects of the game, right? You think the idea is that, oh, we've nicely broken up everything into all these different categories, and that's beautiful and compartmentalized, and everyone will tell you that you should always break things up into different files, separation of concerns. I'm going to tell you that that's somewhat correct, but reality always gets in the way of theory, right? The theory is, oh, break everything up into smaller files, because theoretically, that's the best way. But this is fucking reality, and things never go according to plan. And so when you break stuff up into a whole bunch of different files, you can sometimes end up with spaghetti code, which is kind of what we have here. And then we also have another problem, which is that now we have to worry about the initialization order of all these different systems. When we need to reset all these different systems, we have to make sure that we can grab their instances correctly. So there's problems here, right? So if we look at like Node 2D world here, right? We want to grab different components sometimes. And I don't know if we're going to find one in here, right? Dan data, right? Dan data is, oh, that's just a namespace. Oh, we're on such a good roll, and then we're like, blah, let's look at the bird code. Let's look at the bird code. Okay, so if we look at the bird code and we go up here, we should find a reference. There we go. This bullshit right here, right? On ready, node 2D world equals get tree, root, get child, right? So if I want this world code file to be able to reference the stuff that is in, sorry, if I want this bird code to be able to reference stuff in the world code file, then I have to do some bullshit like this, right? And that's with all of these, right? If we want intercommunication between all of these compartmentalized files, we have to be able to correctly grab the object reference and hope that the object reference isn't null or some bullshit. So that creates a fucking headache, and the more of these we add, the more little pieces of boilerplate we're gonna get like this, right? And so if the project grows and grows and grows, we get more boilerplate. I don't think this is the right way to do it. So here's, maybe I should have said this at the fucking beginning. But here's how I want to do this. What we should do is kind of like a hybrid strategy, right? Not put everything into one monolithic file. Don't get me wrong, I'm thinking about it. I'm so thinking about it. I might do that. I might put it all into one monolithic file. Okay, so we either could put all the code in one monolithic file, or we could have a few monolithic files where one file is all of the functions, one file is all of the data, and then one file is all the constants for different, like, hard-coded configuration variables, right? Have these dedicated files for different categories of data, rather than having these dedicated files for certain more high-level concepts, right? Try to back away from that object-oriented kind of style that Godot kind of wants me to do. Now, you could say, well, that seems like a bad idea because eventually you might have to write some type of member method. And for that, what we're going to do is if we need to create, so there's this goose, right? So this goose right here is an actual object that we can instantiate multiple times, and therefore it's going to have like member methods, right? Instead of just putting member methods in here, all of the code should just be like a stub. So what I mean by that? Well, I mean like on A2D goose body entered method would just call a function that's in one of the main code files, the main function file, right? All of these member methods would just be wrappers for a procedurally written function in the main function file. So basically what I'm saying is that the way this project is organized seems like a fucking disaster, and we need to radically change the way we're doing things. Also, like, reloading these fucking files is a fucking nightmare. Reloading these fucking files is a goddamn nightmare, because I go do stuff in my text editor, I'm doing stuff in my text editor over here, and then it doesn't like the fact that I might be using a mix of tabs or spaces, so then the file gets all fucked up, and then we have to resave it in Godot, and then we have to reload the file over here, and we have to keep on reloading files between my actual text editor and this piece of shit that's way too fucking crowded, right? This is way too fucking crowded. I think we might be able to full screen this. I mean, that's a little bit better, but it's still a fucking disaster, right? I don't have a huge fucking monitor. I don't have a goddamn fucking huge monitor. I have a very small monitor. It's 1366 by 768. I don't have fucking room for a goddamn UI to fucking crowd me. Also, this is fucking distracting. If I just want to look at the code, if I just want to look at the fucking code, I'm gonna look at just the fucking code. I don't want all this other fucking bullshit around me, fucking distracting me. This fucking bullshit, right? If I don't need to see it right now, then all you're doing is taking up real estate that could be used for basically my my mental RAM, right? My mental right, like this is mental RAM, right? Or not mental RAM, I guess it's mental hard disk space, right? Like, the more room we have to look at the code that we're actually concerned with, the better we are, right? So this is a fucking disaster. So, what am I gonna do here? We need to, like, create a notes, let's create a notes file really quick, okay? I'm gonna create a notes file to summarize what we're up to, okay? So, notes for next game. Okay? So, create one monolithic God, I don't know how to spell monolithic. Monolithic file with sections. Const data func and right? Okay, so a method is a function that belongs to an object, right? So we'll write our methods as kind of static functions, but these methods here that are written in a procedural style will be meant to be called by whatever object needs to know it, right? So we have something like, so example would be like, example, right? It'd be like method, Dan methods, kill my Dan. Or just kill, right? So, kill Dan, right? Something like that, right? So doing this kind of namespacing, something more structurally organized than the spaghetti code disaster we have. Functions could be like func some utility do the thing, right? And then for data, right, it'd be data some data name here, right? And then we have like constants, right? Const some const data here, right? And actually you might want to do like something like more like this. I'm probably going to do it the way I write my other code. Some const macro variable here. I don't know if Godot has like the concept of macros, like defines. If it does, then we'll use them. Otherwise, we'll use immutable object or immutable data if no. Right? If we don't have any define, then we'll do something like that. Data, some data name here, right? So we'll do like d underscore some data name here, right? And then we'll have like f. I'm gonna keep my functions all uppercase. And then for the method, now the question is, do we want to do m for method? Like, we could do m for method if we really wanted to, but it's still technically a function. It's just in the method section. So how do we want to do that? I feel like we don't want to over namespace stuff in that we don't want to over namespace stuff, and it technically is still a function. Probably use f underscore for a function rather than m underscore for a method to avoid over of right? So this is what I think I want to do here, right? For the next game, this is what I want to do. I'm going to go File, Save As, Notes, and this isn't really meeting notes, is it? I mean, we have an assets file, a notes file, a to-do file, so we might as well put this in notes and say 2023, oh no, it's 2024 now, 2024, 0102, for next Godot game .txt, right? So I got this now, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go drop this in Discord, and then I'm going to end this recording here. So I'm going to go find my Discord, okay? Because we are done here. www.discord.com. I'm going to open Discord, make sure that I'm not in any private conversations, and we're going to go take this, we're going to put it into the notes file. And I know this isn't the best, this is not the best video here, but I want to make a note to myself because I'm pretty frustrated. I don't think it makes sense to record the entire work session, but to have a summary of what I was up to, I think that kind of makes sense. So I got these meeting notes, and this isn't really meeting notes. So Discord meeting notes, I'm going to put it in here anyways. Not meeting note, but work session, note. I'm just gonna add it in meeting notes. You know, it's not really a meeting note. SR get businessman Dan notes, go find. Thoughts on trying a different way to organize code to avoid the disorganized disaster that is businessman Dan. Yeah, so we're going to try to do it better. We're going to try to do it better next time. We did not do a good job this time. It's a disaster. So with that said, I'm going to end this video. I'll go put this up on YouTube. Oh, actually, let's go commit our files really quick. Also, let's delete the copy on the desktop. I have a copy on the desktop that I just did for, like, an example. Actually, let's not delete that one yet, because, like, let's be paranoid here. You never know. Let's go git bash here. Let's do a git bash here. And let's do zoom in here. Let's go git add dot git commit dash m to do remove the geese when you die, right? This is the next thing we want to do, right? So that we'll make that our commit message, because I don't really care about what the fuck I did. I do not give a... I know, like, that's how you're supposed to do your git commits, just write what you did. That's not fucking useful to me, right? Like, if I put this down after, like, if I put this down and come back to it in a year, and I'm trying to figure out what to do next, I don't give a shit what I did, right? I give a shit what I need to do next. So that's why I'm putting in the commit message what needs to be done next, rather than what we did, right? If we want to know what we did, we can go look at the fucking commit history and go figure it out. But I don't give a fuck. If it's done, if it is fucking done, and it is finished, why the fuck do I care, right? It's fucking done. Move on. That was the past. Anyways. Git status. So we have all the files, right? Okay. Let's go git push git SSH master. I think I have a copy on GitHub, so might as well, for redundancy, go push this up to GitHub. Then we're gonna go push it up to GitLab, and then we're gonna get the fuck out of here. Git push git lab master. Okay, go push that up to git remote dash v. I might have called it GitLab. Yeah, I called it GitLab. We should be more consistent. You know what we're gonna do? You know what? I'm not gonna fucking worry about it. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go copy this remote right here. I'm just gonna go git remote add GitLab spelled this way, so I don't have to fucking think about it next time, right? Okay, git push GitLab master, right? Now this is gonna I don't have an SSH key set up yet, so it's gonna ask me to do this. I'm gonna go sign in with my browser. It's gonna go open up the evil Internet Explorer. I'm gonna go authorize, and then I'm gonna close the evil Internet Explorer and banish it. All right, so it looks like we should have done a pull. Git pull origin master, no. Git pull, GitLab master. Fuck. Are we gonna have a merge conflict? Oh my god, oh my fucking god. Please don't have a merge conflict, please don't have a merge conflict. I hope just Josh put some assets and it's not a big deal. It's just like... oh, fucking hell, okay. Okay. Ah, fucking hell. Okay. Oh my god, it's been so long since I've been in here. Yeah, that's fine. Colon, and then write and quit, right? Yeah? Yeah? There we go. Oh boy, git status. Clear. Okay. Git push, git lab masters. I just make sure it's up there now, because we had a merge conflict, so I don't know if it's actually up there, or if we just solved the merge conflict locally. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I just knew enough to get by. That's the honest thing. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. So now that we've done that, that makes me a little bit paranoid. We're just going to want to make sure. We're going to want to make absolutely sure that if we try to run this, right, that if we try to run this, it needs to fucking run, right? At the end of the day, right, after we've done our work and we commit our shit, the project better fucking run, right? Because the project doesn't fucking run, if the project doesn't run, since we were just working on it, we can probably fix the problem, right? But if we set it aside for a day or a week and then we come back to it and it doesn't run when we try to run it, then we're gonna have a very bad time. It's gonna take us a lot longer to figure out what we did wrong. So that is there. That's good. This is 20 extra minutes of stuff that I didn't have to do. But yeah, I just thought it was important to film this so I kind of know what to do for next time, because this project just has horrible organization. So anyways, that's kind of my summary. Godot game architecture improvements for next time. I know it's all over the place. It's not the best presentation, but here's the fucking thing, you know? It's a trade-off. If you are writing code all the time, you don't really have time to make fucking videos because you are always writing fucking code, right? And if you're always making super high quality production videos, then you don't have time to write code, right? Which creates a fucking problem because it means that the people who are actually getting good shit done don't have the quality videos that get the attention, and then the people who aren't really getting that much shit done have the videos. Or at least that's my salty explanation of how the world is so unfair. Anyways, let's just keep on getting shit done. Alright, I'm out of here.